Not bad, dude. Oh God, XD. What? Hey Winter. Hey Winter. How are you today? I like your you seem exotically exotic, and your voice is calming.
Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back again with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be going over an app that was specifically made for girls to capitalize on simps. Now, that being said, you guys might be thinking I'm talking about OnlyFans. However, I am talking about an app that is not even as close as bad as OnlyFans, but is still worthy of making a video about. Now, this app in question is called Epals, which some of you guys may have heard of it before. The way I found out about Epals is I kept getting promoted their really cringy shorts, which is essentially their advertisements, which I'm going to obviously force you guys to watch here. So this is how they try to promote this app to you.
So you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Aw, you're adorable.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
Oh, an ace. Ooh.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, no, don't worry, you deserve it.
So yes, that's how they show it. Obviously extremely cringe. You know, you got some Valorant stuff going on. It's a hard watch, and I don't really know who is the lead marketing person behind Epals, but that made me want to stay far, far away. But I kept getting these ads to the point where I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to look into this. So the core premise of the app, you know, obviously there's other features, but the core premise is for people to sign up as Epals, which you have to go through this whole process. And yes, I did check, you have to be 18 to sign up for this, which is obviously good. But essentially you sign up for it, then you promote yourself on this app, and these people who I can only assume are like lonely men or YouTubers who want to like make a video about it, pretty much have to pay for a girl or a guy to play with them for a few hours. Now, I do understand that there is somewhat of a normalcy to this as well. Like, let's say you're playing Rainbow Six Siege and you want to kind of rank up faster. There are ways to find people who are like champions on this app, or, you know, like platinums or higher ranks that can kind of carry you. I kind of understand that concept. If you want to pay someone to try to carry you, that's a little bit more normal than the other side of the coin, which is you're literally paying girls, these young girls who, you know, sound like anime chicks, to play video games with you. And some of these girls charge quite a lot, where it's like, you know, 30-40 bucks a game, which is pretty insane. Now, that concept itself, I think, is not really worthy of a video, but ever since I made my last video talking about this app, they have added a lot of new features that are kind of insane. So essentially, when you download the app, you get hit with the homepage, which pretty much says like all the services. You know, you got games, chilling, custom, you know, you got Valorant, Fortnite, all these other games. But they have also added a whole new like subsection of different things you can order. So if you just go over to the custom tab in the all services, there's a selfie for you, like album pics, posts, let's spend the day together, add me on Discord, e-meow feeding, chat via written chat, Snapchat, custom game, cosplay, and it goes on quite a lot, but I do want to go over these because these are actually new. So obviously a selfie for you is already kind of suspicious. Luckily, you do have to be 18 to actually become an Epal. However, there is an explicit rule within their terms and services that say you cannot like promote any sexual content or allude to sexual content. So I feel like a lot of these girls kind of get around that by saying that they're just going to send you selfies, when realistically they're probably sending nudes most of the time. Now, the other one is obviously like album pics, posts, same thing. Let's spend the day together, which again is just really depressing. I feel like even if you don't have any friends, there's better ways to try to make friends than to pay an e-girl to spend the day with you. And some of these girls do charge quite insane amount. Like, there's this one girl who's charging $161 for the day. This other girl's also charging $150. And I do want to play this now. I'm not going to do this for everything, but I do want to play how this girl is trying to promote herself to you.
Oh, you want to spend some time with me? Huh? You want all my time? Someone's a little greedy. Not that I mind. Fine, you can have me for the day.
So yeah, obviously extremely cringe, and I think you are cringe if you're spending $160 for this girl to spend the day with you. And obviously there's guys on this app too that promote themselves, so it's not directed at like the lonely men simps. There's also some girl simps out there that probably use this app as well. But I mean, it's just depressing, honestly. And then like, yeah, people can spend money how they want to, but like really, $160, you can go out and just have a good day by yourself, or maybe go to the bar and try to meet up with someone instead of paying for this e-girl who purposely has to be nice to you. By the way, that's another concept that's kind of depressing, where if this girl's nice to you, it might create this cognitive thinking that she likes you or she might be into you, which just isn't true. She's paid to be nice to you, right? Which I feel like that's just even more depressing. But there's also other stuff too, like add me on Discord, which again is kind of suspicious. I don't really know about that. Meow feeding, which I instantly was like, wait, hold up, are they doing like weird ERP stuff on this app? Because like that's kind of weird. That's extremely cringe. But apparently what it actually is you can get like an e-cat in this game, and you need to feed it constantly, and I guess these girls will feed it for you, I guess. I don't know, guys. It's weird. Chat via written chat, which you guys know what that is. Obviously the Snapchat promotions, again, you think because there's no no sexual content allowed on this app, they'd be a little bit more restrictive of promoting Snapchats and Instagrams, because you guys kind of know what they're doing with them. I don't think they're promoting them to have casual conversations. I mean, you're paying for these Snapchats and Instagrams and messages. You can assume what happens there. Custom game, what you want, which is the most normal thing on this entire thing. And then cosplay, I'm assuming they just send you like cosplay pictures or whatever. But that being said, we're going to move on to the stuff that I actually kind of like, the stuff that I thought actually added more to this app, which is the feature to be able to play with people without actually having to pay for them. So they actually have a group feature where you can find people who, maybe you want a group to play Overwatch. You could probably find a group of people, and no one charges. It's just a group of friends or a group of random strangers hanging out, which I think should have been in the app in the first place. If you are promoting your app as a way for people to expand and make friends and to really cure that loneliness pandemic, then that should have been a feature to begin with. But even that being said, there's better ways to find groups of people to play video games with you. Things on Xbox where you can actually search up people, especially in Overwatch, where it'll literally say exactly what rank they're playing at, if you need a mic or not. So that's already a feature on Xbox. On PlayStation, I don't know, they might have a feature as well. And obviously on computer, you could probably find Discords that have groups of people. So immediately makes this app kind of pointless, to be honest. But again, I guess if you're searching for that particular group of people, like e-girls or whatever, I guess that's it. And like I said, that's the most normal feature of this app, because we're going to get into what I think is also kind of the most sad and really begs the question on how actually qualified a lot of these Epals are, is if you go to the emotional support feature, which is literally a feature to try to promote themselves as a way to be therapists, which I do want to say this now. Obviously, I think if you're going through a hard time, you should probably see an actual therapist or reach out to your family members. I don't think the best course of action is for you to be like, yeah, I'm going to go try to get an e-girl to make me feel better. I'm going to go pay, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks to go talk to an e-girl for an hour to really vent to them. I just don't think that's a, good feature to have on this kind of app. Like I said, they're not like qualified therapists. They're just a bunch of girls who are trying to make some money and are going to say whatever they want to, what they think is going to appease you, which is, I don't know about that. Like I said, that's one of the least weird features of the entire app. Obviously, you have like e-cat feeding and stuff like that, which I think is weirder, or like trying to promote Snapchat. But it's pretty insane. Now, another feature that they didn't have before that they recently add is a kind of community tab where people will post selfies or try to promote themselves in whatever way. Now, for the most part, after scrolling through it, there's not really any like sexual content on there. There's an occasional bit of feet pics every here and there, or like a short skirt picture of these girls trying to promote themselves. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure the moderators actually heavily monitor the actual community tab. I just wish they did the same stuff for like the Snapchats and the Instagrams and stuff like that, which are clearly probably breaking the terms and services. But again, they added the feature. They literally added a tag for Snapchat and stuff. So that's pretty, tamed. But at the same time, again, wasn't a feature when I looked into it. I guess a way for people to promote themselves, but I kind of see it as unnecessary. Now, that's pretty much all really the features have. Now, again, you could dive in probably hours into what you can actually find on this, but at the end of the day, it boils down to you are paying people pretty much to play video games with you, which again is just a really sad concept, especially since finding friends, and especially in video games, is actually really simple these days. You don't really need an app to do it. Hence, Xbox having a whole feature to find friends. There's social games on consoles. There's Discord now. I'm sure you could find a group of people to play a video game with you, and it would be free because everyone's just trying to have fun instead of, trying to make a bit of an income. Now, as terms of becoming an Epal, I obviously have never signed up for it. It's kind of a hassle, but like I said, you do have to be 18 plus. You do get paid. Originally, it was you'd get paid through PayPal, where the buyer would send you PayPal before you actually get into the game. I think it's set up a little bit different now, but based on what I've heard from people who have become Epals, and a YouTube video in particular where this guy actually interviews a girl who used to do Epal and used to get a bunch of orders, and she had over 1,000 orders, is there's some weird stuff that does happen if you do become an Epal. You're obviously going to be dealing with some lonely men who are down bad enough to pay these girls who are charging a fee to play video games with them. They're probably not the most normal social people in the world. So they have a lot of really creepy stories. A lot of cringy stuff does happen within these orders. And, if you guys want to look more into that, there is videos out there of, Epals actually talking about their orders and stuff like that, and obviously being scammed by people. And also, these older men looking for being a sugar daddy for these girls. It's just kind of a cringy app overall. But I do want to end the video off by looking at a couple reviews. Now, this guy named Mauso wrote this. Weird app, thought it was for making friends like it says, but it seems to be more of a pay to play with a coach kind of thing. You get 5 free buff and have to pay it to play with people. Ask what service you want, but then list game names. Games aren't services, Lamau. Then apparently you aren't actually an Epal when you sign up. You have to actually go to your page and click to apply. The options for advertising yourself are dumb, arbitrary rank tiers that go from 1 to 100 and no explanation. Oh, there's a couple more reviews where it says deleting negative reviews to false boost yourself mobile app is still buggy. There even a complaint about being unable to upload a photo of an Epal site. There are Epals below the age of 18 and I don't see a problem with that. This isn't a dating sim. But where's the age filter? New pet system honestly sucks. You get recommended Epal for no reason, but they ain't even available at the time. Thank God that at least on Epal person page, there's an actual timetable when they are available. So yeah, obviously some people are pretty disappointed with this app, not only from just a functioning perspective, but also just how the actual app is, and the way you can become an Epal. And like he said, there are probably Epals out there who are below the age of 18, which he doesn't find anything weird with that, but I do think something is kind of weird about a, let's say, 30-40-year-old man charging to play with a 13-year-old girl or a 13-year-old boy. I think that's kind of weird, and it is a policy in the first place. Especially since I think there's some labor laws there, some 14-year-olds making bank, charging people to play with them. I don't know from a actual business perspective how legal that actually is. And like I said, I don't really know how they verify ages of people who join Epal. I believe you have to be 13 to even join Epal, to even look at the services, but you have to be 18 to actually become an Epal to actually start providing services to people. And I guess some individuals are getting around that. Again, I don't know, maybe you just have to verify an age check mark and then all of a sudden you can become an Epal, even though I think something as serious as trying to make money on an app, they should maybe do an ID identification to get around stuff like that. But anyways, that's all I really want to talk about. Not a real serious video compared to some of my other videos, but I just thought this whole app was kind of goofy, and obviously there is some weird stuff that happens here. But anyways, if you guys like this video, leave a like, subscribe. Also, if you guys want to join the Discord where you don't have to pay to make friends, the link will be in the description down below as well. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next YouTube video.
Counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. Everyone says I'm getting down too low. Everyone says you just gotta let